I haven't listened to like Paul Chek's podcast for a while, but I threw one of his on yesterday, and he had some interesting question and answers. But when he was talking about, he said this thing. He said, you need to make sure you use your phone as a tool and don't let it use you as a tool.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm like, damn, dude. Because that fucking phone
I know.
It's becoming just more and more a part of our lives.
For real. Like, you need it. Like, it's not like...
Legit need it to run my businesses.
But I like what I just remember Tim Ferriss saying how he does it. He just like wakes up in the morning and like he just replies to all his emails or does all his posting and like I don't know what he said, like and then in an hour or two, and then after that he just doesn't check it till I think the next day or maybe at night. I forgot. He says something like he just does it in the morning and then just goes on with his day.
So he's got his designated time.
Yeah, just to like post and check emails, reply.
Damn, it's smart.
And he set up a thing for his, I don't know why a lot of business people like, I don't really use email a lot, but like he's like, has like an auto thing. If people hit the, message him, he says, oh, I'm not here at this time. I'll reply during these hours or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Because you could be having a chill day. Like you could be having a chill day. Like Saturday, I had to just do Brandon had me do a run in the morning, and then it's pretty much just kind of relax, get some movement in, relax. But it's like, okay, you think you're going to be able to have a chill day, but then you pick up that phone and scroll for a bit, and then your mind starts going. My mind just starts going and going and going, and then you feel this sense of like almost anxiety come up. Like, holy shit. And I'm like, that literally came from me surfing on my fucking phone.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to like figure out like maybe what if, kind of the same thing with Tim Ferriss. Okay, what if I just do my posting? Because I'm not going to die if like someone like DMs me like at 3 and I don't reply till the next day. Like I don't think it's a make or break thing if I reply. You know what I mean?
But then it's fun too. It's like, okay.
Kind of entertaining.
Fucking Eckert eats all my Roku remotes. I've had like 5 Roku remotes for my TV. And he knows what he's doing too. And he chews them up and then we throw them away. So then the only remote we can use is on my phone. I'm like, fuck. And then it's fun when we have our little group messages. We're making funnies back and forth, but then you're back on that phone surfing again. It's a fucking crazy thing. But I think just being aware of it is the most important part.
Oh, yeah. I wonder, there's some people that probably just don't even realize. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're just, it's automatic almost.
Yeah. And then just constantly comparing and then just getting stressed or depressed or whatever. So fuck it. Use your phone as a tool. Don't let it use you as a tool. I thought that was fucking good.
Yeah, that's good.
Then he was talking about also on the pod, like the conditioning from your parents about money and everything else and how it can just have a complete impact on your entire life. Like it can run your entire life. And then he was saying this thing based on psychological research, 90% of Americans has not evolved past development of a 12-year-old psychology.
That's wild.
How crazy is that though?
Yeah.
But it makes sense. If you're in the system, you're just strictly, you listen to the system, you go to school, you go to college, now you got this job and you haven't really got out in the world or you haven't done a lot of just like, I don't know, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does because
And then those people, how highly like susceptible they are to like manipulation and being controlled by what they watch on TV or by everything. But even that's just that statistic alone, like 90% of Americans have not evolved past the development of 12-year-old psychology.
It's pretty wild.
Like, holy fuck. God.
That's why everybody...
Hopefully we're at least 13 or 14.
Hopefully, shit. 15.
Fucking tits.
Going through puberty.
Yeah, and just haven't learned to think from themselves. Everything they think is kind of what their parents believe or kind of been how they've been conditioned from their whole life. It's not thinking for themselves. That's why it's fucking interesting listening to those Sam Harris talks when he talks about like free will. He talks about like people think they're so free, but they're not free. They're literally everything they're doing is from previous conditioning. Like rarely it's not. Yeah, Sam Harris is waking up at. You can just learn so much from him in that app. Some of the shit goes a little bit too deep, and you're like, "Oh fuck, I didn't even know what the fuck he's talking about." But some of it's good. Paul was also talking about in that podcast how hard, like, thinking for yourself is hard work. It's hard to just think for yourself because you're always doing it based on what maybe someone else thinks. You know, thinking for yourself is hard work. That was a good. His shit. He's just so in depth. Like, I'm surprised. Like, I know Joe Rogan who's he is. I'm surprised he doesn't have Joe on his podcast.
Yeah,
because it's easy to talk to and he debates. It's not like he's just so stuck in his ways. But that would be super interesting.
That'd be a good pod.